day in the life vlog. I am actually just doing my morning little makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine. So I thought I would show you how I've been doing my makeup lately. So I just put on my foundation so I'm not completely barefaced. But the first thing I do is I just spray a couple squirts of this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. This is what it looks like. It's very refreshing. And then the foundation that I use is this L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup, and I've been using it for a while and I like it. It's not super thick coverage, but it's still really, really good coverage. And I have had a pesky little breakout in the middle of my two eyebrows. It's very frustrating. It's been here for a while, and I think it's hormonal related because it's about to be my time of month. So yeah, but they have been just hanging out for far too long and I'm ready for them to go away. But in the meantime, I just layer some concealer over them, and I've been using this e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. So I just put some under my eyes and then on any imperfections. And I try not to wear makeup every single day, especially when I'm just staying home, but I do like to put it on. It's fun for me, and especially when I'm filming and stuff, it kind of gives me more confidence to have a bit of makeup on. Alright, now that we have the concealer, I have this loose translucent powder that I will just pat on under my eyes and on my little pimples. And I kind of just brush it in. Okay. And now I'm gonna add some blush. Sometimes I do bronzer first, sometimes I do blush first. I really don't stick to that concrete of a plan. And I'm just gonna use this blush in this Tarte palette I have. It's the Double Duty Beauty Happy Girls Shine Brighter palette. Blush is my favorite. It just adds so much life to your face. And then for bronzer, I do not recommend this bronzer I have. It's the NYX Matte Bronzer, and I used this a while back, maybe in college or even in high school. I don't even remember. It's been a long time though. And it's just not very buildable. So that's my complaint with it, is that I feel like it kind of cakes up and doesn't go on nicely, at least on my skin. Maybe it used to, but not really anymore. So I actually ordered a new bronzer. When the Sephora spring sale was happening, I ordered the Nars Laguna bronzer, so I'm just waiting for that to arrive. I don't even think it's shipped yet, and it's been a few weeks. But yeah, this bronzer, I think it looks okay on camera, but in person it definitely like doesn't build well and doesn't look very smooth. So I'm not sure. I'm no expert here, but it just isn't for me. And then for my eyebrows, I'm going to use this same palette and just a really thin angled brush to kind of fill them in a bit. And I'm not even going to put eyeshadow on today, but I'm going to use this NYX eyeshadow base. So it's just like a cream base, and I just think it kind of evens out my eyelid color. And it's just like this nice neutral cream, and obviously it's intended to be the base to your eyeshadow, but sometimes I just don't even use eyeshadow and I just keep it as it is, and I like it. And now I'm just gonna curl my lashes and add some mascara. So let's see which mascara I'm gonna use today. I'm gonna use this They're Real Benefit mascara. And then for lips, I am going to use this Aladdin by MAC lipstick, which I wear all the time. This is probably my most used lipstick, and it is in the shade Princess Incognito. So that's what I use for my everyday makeup, and I'm just gonna finish putting that all on, and then I'm gonna make a to-do list for the day, kind of map out our day. I started making one last night, so looking good so far. We have a pretty good plan, and the first thing on the agenda today is trying to make my first quiche. So really excited. Brandon and I were watching some travel vlogs from a few months ago when we went to Paris and France. We went to Colmar and we ate such delicious quiches. So I'm going to try my best to make one for us to enjoy, to bring back some of our memories from traveling, and I'm really excited to attempt to bake it with you all today. This is today's outfit of the day. I'm in this comfy little pink romper from Princess Polly. It's just really simple and girly. And then I'm nice and cozy with my fuzzy pink socks and my fuzzy slippers. I've been a little chilly in the apartment lately, so I pulled out the fuzzy socks even though it's like 90 degrees outside in Florida. Okay, I've made my to-do list for the day and I've consulted my Mastering the Art of French Cooking cookbook that I checked out from the library a few months ago actually. And I feel more prepared and equipped to bake my quiche. So I also found a recipe on Pinterest because I did want to kind of have the security of pictures and really detailed recipes, because this cookbook, it's great, but it's really simple. Like, a lot of the recipes are a little simple and leave me with a few questions, and that's probably because this is more new to me. Like, I've never baked a quiche or a lot of French cuisine. So yeah, I have my safety net of Pinterest. And the first order of business is to make our pie crust. And then we have to leave that in the fridge for 2 hours. So let's do it. Okay, for the pie crust, the only ingredients that I need is some unsalted butter that I just cut up in cubes, and then some ice, water, and some flour, some salt, which I just have sea salt, and then it calls for shortening, but I don't have any shortening, so I'm going to add a bit more butter, which I already portioned out, and I'm also going to add a bit of coconut oil. So hopefully that'll work. I'm kind of just guessing on that part, but hoping for the best. Pie dough, and it is in the fridge. I'll show you it. Brandon's about to leave for work for a little bit, sadly. So we're gonna make a little lunch for him right now, and for me, I'm actually kind of hungry, even though it's only 11. But this is the pie dough, so I'm gonna let it sit for 2 hours and make some lunch right now. So for lunch, Brandon's eating some leftover lasagna, and then I made us this salad for us to share. I need to top it with some dressing still. I have this Brianna's creamy balsamic. Then I also like to drizzle a little bit of balsamic glaze, but it's just spinach, tomatoes, carrots, cucumbers, feta cheese, and some sliced almonds. Cozy little blue chair in the corner, and Brandon just went to work for a bit. The salad was really yummy that I made, and a good little balance, because I don't know how long the quiche is gonna take to bake after the dough has sit for 2 hours. I still need to figure out which filling recipe I want to do, but I wanted to tell you guys about the book I was about to say reading, but I've been listening to it actually. I'm using the app Hoopla which I got for free with my library card. So check out your local library. If you are registered and you have a library card, they actually let you check out books on tape as well. So they partner like with different providers. In my county uses Hoopla, and I've been listening to The Nightingale by Crust and Hannah, and it is really, really good. It is really difficult to listen to sometimes because it's about two women. There's a lot of different characters, but the main two characters are two women living at the beginning of World War II in France, and it's just so heartbreaking, the reality of World War II, any war, but you know, it's just really, really sad. But it is interesting. It's historical fiction, so I don't think it's necessarily a true story, but obviously there were many stories that mirrored it. But yeah, I've been enjoying that, and it's nice to listen to a book on tape because I also love listening to podcasts and music, of course, but books on tapes are great as well, and something to kind of switch it up and you kind of get lost in it, which I like. So it's a good little thing to do while you're baking, cooking, cleaning, whatever. So that's what I've been listening to. And I also have a happy house build update that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you didn't know, my husband Brandon and I, we are building a home. I've made a few videos about it in the past, but I haven't really done too many updates recently. And with everything going on, obviously, I didn't really want to talk about it that much, and there wasn't really much to talk about too, but basically we were supposed to have our pre-construction meeting over 2 months ago, and like the day before it got canceled because where we're building our home, it's on the border of two different cities, and one of the city had approved all the permits and whatnot, and then the other city didn't, and they are very particular with their requirements and the style of home. So they were just taking forever to agree, like our builder and the town were taking forever to agree upon new plans that would satisfy them both. And basically that took over a month. I'm sure things were delayed a bit because everyone was working from home, and you know, this whole pandemic throws a wrench in things, but no one has actually started building our house yet. Like there's no foundation set, there's nothing. It's just the plain old dirt. So there really hasn't been a lot of progress, but yesterday we finally got the new plans approved by the city and then also our builder, and they sent it over to us, which we were kind of nervous because we didn't know if we would like these new plans, because if this city came in and said, oh no, we're changing this, we're changing that, we're changing this, like, and then the whole outside of our house like looked different, that's not what we signed up for, you know, that's not what we wanted. So there was a small chance that it would kind of like, we would pull out of it because we just didn't want that. So it was kind of nerve-wracking and frustrating for sure, just all the back and forth and the uncertainty of it all. But I mean, the past couple months has definitely put everything in perspective, and we've been focusing on what's truly the most important thing in life, the most important things in life, and focusing on that. But of course, we're very emotionally invested and financially invested in our house build. So it was a little bit of a damper, but we're so happy with the new plans and we love everything. And there's even been more windows added, which is fine by me because I love windows. So we're very thankful for that. And basically, we're not sure exactly when it'll actually start being built still. We have to set a new pre-construction meeting and then we can move forward, but we're getting closer, and I just feel a lot more hopeful and optimistic that it'll start moving along and it'll be finished before the end of the year, but who knows? I don't want to put like all my hope that it's gonna work out perfectly because you never know, but I feel like we're stepping in the right direction. So Brandon and I are really excited and thankful. And I do have another vlog from when we went to our design center to design like the interior and pick out our selections. And that was back in February, I believe, the end of February or the beginning of March, before like lockdown and quarantine and stuff. And I just never posted it because it didn't really seem appropriate while everyone was on lockdown. So, because we like went out to dinner after or lunch and then we went shopping. So it just like, obviously it's kind of irrelevant right now, but I will post it eventually, maybe in a month or so. We'll see how things go, or I'll just put a disclaimer saying that it was filmed a few months ago, but that's the update. I'm really excited, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated and show you progress and show you decor I'm picking out and furniture. I kind of stopped looking at furniture and decor because I was like, I didn't want to start planning it too much and then, you know, it all fall through. So yeah, but I'm thankful it's moving forward in the right direction. So yeah, that was a lot of talking. It's not even noon yet, and I already had lunch and did all this stuff. I think I'm going to do some computer work now, make a really early afternoon iced coffee, but I'll make another one for Brandon when he gets home. But yeah, let's just get some work done. I'm currently working on editing my closet clean out video, which I filmed yesterday. So excited to post it, and I'm so happy I finally cleaned out my closet.
There is a life I lead in this city.
Okay friends, I got a little bit of computer work done, but now it is back to quiche baking. It's been a couple hours. Hopefully my dough is nice and happy. I am nervous because I really am like looking at 5 different recipes, trying to figure out how to make it with the ingredients I have. So I don't know, but I've said this like when I was baking chocolate croissants. You can't really go wrong with bread, butter, cheese, and eggs, right? I mean, it's gotta taste good, hopefully. So basically, I'm just gonna roll out my dough, and then I mix together my cheese and my onions. So I'm gonna do cheese and onions, and then eggs, of course. And then I just put that in my pie dish with the pie crust and then bake it. So fingers crossed, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully this is what it's supposed to look like. And I also cut up, hi, I'm up here. I also cut up some cherry tomatoes, so I'm just gonna top it off. And hopefully, I need to watch the Great British it's a tongue twister. The Great British Baking Show more, because I used to watch it all the time in college a couple years ago, but I haven't watched it in a while, so that would totally help me be more knowledgeable about my baking and inspired too. All right, there she is. So cute. She looks like a pizza. Alrighty, here she goes. I wish you luck and love, Mr. Quiche or Mrs. Quiche. Right. Fingers crossed. Iced coffee. I really filled it so much with ice though, so it's not even that much coffee, but it's pretty big. I'll probably have some leftovers for Brandon when he gets home. And I actually finished the cold brew, so I'm gonna wash my little cold brew maker and then make some more right now. And then I'm going to take some photos because, like I mentioned earlier, yesterday I cleaned out my closet, and I'll show you guys. But I have quite a few clothes that I'm gonna try to put up for sale, and I made a little Instagram page that I'll share. I'll link it below, but I'll also share it on my Instagram, so make sure you're following me there, and I'm gonna list some of the clothing. So that's gonna be quite the project, but I just wanna do a little bit at a time so it's not overwhelming, and basically I'm just gonna change into them so that people can see it tried on and take a photo. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that. take a lot of pictures and make a lot of listings, so that was productive, but I didn't do too much, so it won't be overwhelming, hopefully. And now Brandon is almost home, yay. So I am going to prepare a piece of quiche for us to do a taste test. I'm nervous. It smells heavenly. Like, our apartment smells so good. It smells like a little French bakery, but you never know. First time, so I'm really unsure. And I'm gonna fix him a little iced coffee, just kind of amp up my leftovers because I haven't finished mine from earlier, and we'll enjoy a little afternoon snack together. All right, let me show you guys a peek what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it looks so precious, not gonna lie. It looks really cute. It's not really brown at the top, but I'm hungry. I just wanna go for it. Stressful day at work due to some IT problems, so I really hope this iced coffee and quiche cheer him up. I just put the quiche back in the oven because it's a little warm still, because obviously it tastes so much better when it's nice and cozy and warm. I had a teeny tiny nibble. I just had to make sure with that tiny little nibble that it was edible. Little taste test. The quiche we had in France actually did have a little meat in it, which we don't eat that much meat, but we did there, and it was amazing. But this is a vegetarian friendly one. Definitely not vegan because it has cheese, eggs, and butter. So not vegan, but vegetarian friendly. All right, Mr. Cutie Pants. You gotta have a piece with crust too. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. Is it good? Like so good, or just? I'm so extra with my food tasting reactions.
That's really, really good.
You love it? Here, try a piece with crust, like a big thing of crust. I'm happy the crust turned out well because I did not follow just one recipe for that crust. Oh, and I like kind of improvised on some of the ingredients. Oh my gosh, such a big bite. This is so good.
Thank you.
We might need our own piece each. Wow, a true success. I'll try to link my recipe below, but like I said, I followed a few different ones, but it's fun to experiment.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello.
Alright friends, I've just been getting some work done, and I just made us some guacamole for dinner. Usually we have a bigger dinner, obviously, but we are so full from the quiche. We just ate quite a bit of it, and it's just so filling and yummy, so we're just gonna eat something light, at least for now. Brandon's actually still working, so hopefully he can wrap up soon and we can just relax. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and baking with me and just getting stuff done. I love and appreciate you all so much and cannot wait to see you super soon. Bye.
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.